Now we have a first alert to the budget battle in Greenville County. Council choosing not to vote on its proposed budget tonight.
It was a heated meeting inside council chambers. In the end, councilors decided to send the budget back to committee for review. Now, tonight's meeting was so significant. People were spilling outside of chambers. See here, the county even setting up a sound system in the lobby for people who couldn't fit in. Now, one of the main issues tonight, a proposed budget that would slash millions from Greenville County schools.
And this is something we've been following closely for more than a week at this point. Fox Carolina's Alexa Urbach joins us live in the studio, bringing us the details. Alexa?
Well, it was a very passionate public that poured into Greenville County Council chambers tonight. They expressed concerns over funding for schools, libraries, and public transportation. But before public comments were exchanged, sparks went flying between Councilman Kurt McGahey and Dan Tripp when McGahey started speaking. Take a listen.
Are you allowed to just give an address on topic? This is current agenda items. This isn't for you, this is for them.
Hey Dan, maybe be concerned if you have people sitting out front of your house like I do.
Let's bring it this.
I didn't call anybody a fat cow either.
Let's bring this to
Tripp said McGahey shouldn't be allowed to speak, but Council Chairman Benton Blunt asserted he could grant permission to council members to address any smears against them. The back and forth ended after a few minutes. Now, because there were so many speakers, Chairman Blunt allowed for extra time. One of the top concerns, taking funds away from Greenville County schools, which led council ultimately to skip over what was supposed to be a first reading of the budget.
I also wanted to address, I was a little bit upset when council called the school district a fat cow and that our schools are some of the worst in the country. That's not true.
And they're going to take money from education. Is that because this board thinks that if we're more illiterate, maybe we won't know what's going on? Didn't mention we're going to rape and pillage your education system.
All of my students, all the people who are growing up in Greenville County, they're not just numbers on a page, they're the future council members, so the future people who are going to be running our society, the future people who are going to be affecting everyone around us.
Now, another contended issue tonight, funding for the county library. Many people upset after the library board denied the library's original request for a 4.5% raise for librarians and staff, lowering that raise to 3%.
We look at the library employees and, we cringe at how low their pay is.
Kids, students, single moms, and librarians, and countless more demographics that I don't have time to list. I am actually begging here.
2 attempts to suspend rules that would have allowed council to add an amendment that could have honored the original raise were denied. Ultimately, council passing the library board's budget with the lower raise. During a roll call vote, audience members hissing when a council member voted in favor of the budget. So now, what happens next for the county's budget for the next fiscal year? Well, council members will go back to the drawing board to find other options before a first reading. Coming up at 11, we're going to dig a little deeper into potential funding cuts to affordable housing, as well as what some call a lack of funding for public transportation. Reporting in the studio, Alexa Urbach, Fox Carolina News.